This is Passengers United.
Good evening, everyone. So today, one of our followers reported to me that his wife was assaulted this afternoon around 1:30. This happened at the 28th Street and 7th Avenue subway station, but the entrance that we're looking at in this photo is 27th Street and 7th Avenue. So it's a block away, it's an isolated entrance, and this subway entrance has been nothing but a headache. Um, 3 months ago, Passengers United was trying to get the subway entrance closed. I spoke to the head of safety at the MTE. I spoke to Tim Minton. I spoke to others. And I even brought it up to the president of New York City Transit. So, what ended up happening was the safety director went on a tour over there. They told me that they had put a camera there, which they had put, but the MT did not want to close the entrance. They told me that it would affect people and that it wouldn't be fair. But guys, this entrance is really not being, it's a mess over there. There's prostitution going on, there's drug use, rampant drug use. What you're about to see is an encampment. There's been homeless encampments at the station. Several MT workers have complained to me that they don't feel safe there, and this is deeply disturbing. I spoke to so many people today, in the business owners. They are fed up. They are fed up with the city of New York. They're fed up with Mayor Eric Adams. They're fed up with the NYPD, NYPD Transit, and the elected officials who refuse to address this condition. So, what is it going to take? Is it going to take somebody to die at this location? And even the people who are using drugs might even overdose at this location. So, it is very dangerous. The city needs to do something now. And what you're about to see in the other photos and videos is deeply disturbing. So, again, for those of you in the news media, you have permission to use these images and videos. It's a very sad situation, and the city has to step in and do the right thing and close this entrance permanently. It's dangerous for the students coming from Fashion Institute of Technology. Many of the students who go there told me that they've been accosted, they've been approached, they've had guys trying to solicit them for things. It's a very dangerous and toxic condition that must be dealt with immediately. And stay tuned for an assault. You're going to see a woman getting assaulted with a bottle in the next, in a few videos down. Alright, guys, so here's the entrance on 27th Street and 7th Avenue. These guys are lookouts, these three guys. So these are the lookouts, and take a look at this. Now, there's needles being used in the subway entrance, but around the entrance there's an encampment as well. So the selling actually happens over here, and then they start using and they start prostituting in the entrance. Take a look at this by the water bottle, guys. Take a look at the pills. Look at these pills, guys. White pills. Look at the needles. This is a dangerous, dangerous thing, guys. And this picture is from 3 months ago. So it's a very chronic problem. It's a big concern. Take a look at this. Look at these pills in a packet, guys. And look at these needles in the water. They're being put in a Poland Spring bottle. We don't know if those are used needles. They look like used needles. That is a very dangerous condition. And as you can see, they have that there. So that doesn't work. So this is why we're very concerned about this situation. And I don't blame the residents for recording, because what happened today was the lady was recording all of this going on. She has a right as a citizen to record what's happening. She should not be threatened by anyone, and the business owners are fed up. They're at their breaking point. So we need the guardian angels there. We need the NYPD to do its job, and this is definitely a drug market, guys. Look at this open air drug market going on. Look at that, white pills, needles. This is a very dangerous situation, and it must be fixed now. And as you're about to see, the woman's going to get assaulted in the next video. You're going to see it when she confronts them.
Because I live on this street. You don't get to just camp out here.
You don't get to put us on your camera.
Good, come after me. Come on.
God will.
Come after me.
God is coming after you.
Bitch, I'm
Because you
break
think
your
you
phone
better
like
than
I
us?
said, bitch.
You think you
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
better
scared
than
of no
us?
cops.
We're
Well, I
bad.
wouldn't live
God
on the
don't steal.
street.
I'm not scared
Okay?
of no cops,
Because you're
bitch.
white, bitch.
What?
I'm not scared
You're
of no
white.
cops.
You
Good, they'll
suck
be
your
here.
daddy's dick.
Fuck you talking about, bitch.
And you
Ooh.
like it. You suck your daddy's dick.
Aggro.
You like it.
Yeah.
You like it.
You wish you had a dad.
Yeah, I had a dad. My dad was 17 years old.
Come on, Rick. I will drop you, bitch.
Ooh.
Fuck you talking.
Are you threatening me? Because I live on this street. You don't get to just camp out here.
You don't get to put us on your camera.
Good, come after me. Come on.
God will.
Come after me.
God is coming after you.
Bitch, I'm
Because you
break
think
your
you
phone
better
like
than
I
us?
said, bitch.
You think you
Yeah,
that's
I'm not scared
better
of
than
no
us?
cops.
We're
Well, I
bad.
wouldn't live
God
on the
don't steal.
street.
I'm not scared
Okay?
of no cops,
Because you're
bitch.
white, bitch.
What?
I'm not scared of
You're
no
white.
cops.
You
girl.
Good, they'll
suck
be
your
here.
daddy's dick.
Fuck you talking about, bitch.
And you
Ooh.
like it. You suck your daddy's dick.
Aggro.
You like it.
Yeah.
You like it.
You wish you had a dad.
Yeah, I had a dad. My dad was 17 years old.
Come on, Rick. I will drop you, bitch.
Ooh.
Fuck you talking.
Are you threatening me?
So we're at the 28th Street entrance right now, guys. We're over here. And this is the station. This is the entrance where we've been having a lot of problems over here, guys. Alright, so your name is, tell me your name. Just tell me what happened, what transpired here today.
So my name is Robert Filipovich. I'm a resident on this block, and
Stand up there if you want to.
sure, yeah, no problem. We've been having major issues at this exit. We've asked the MTA to close it. There was a group of homeless people that were downstairs, and the MTA sent someone and kicked them out, and they just moved to behind here. And more people came by, and then my wife was walking by today, and they started to harass her. She asked them to move out of the way because she couldn't get through. And one person threw a bottle at her, and another one tried to assault her with a kick. We have it on video. The police finally came after 45 minutes, took the report, and then they arrested one of the two assailants.
So the assailant was still around the area.
So she always has been around. I've seen her in the neighborhood lots, usually by the 7-Eleven up on 6th Avenue, and we had told the police that. But during the time while we were filling the report, they came back, or she came back, and the police saw her and then came and got us and asked us to identify her.
Now, Robert, what is the condition? Is she going to be okay? Did she have any injuries when
So
the
she
bomb
didn't,
hit her?
she didn't have to go to the hospital. She had some slight bruising and just some pain in her arm because they hit her with a bottle, and we can clearly see that in the video.
So
that
the bottle did hit her?
Yes, absolutely.
Was she bleeding at any point?
No blood or no broken skin. But we have a 10-year-old daughter also, which, you know, the person who kicked at my wife, if my child had been there, it would have been head height to my child, and it would have been terrible. Worse than it was. As it is, I shouldn't have to deal with my wife and child being fearful of walking down a block that we live on.
So for clarification, I just want to confirm. So your wife was with your child at the time?
No, she wasn't. That's
Oh.
what I'm saying. Thank goodness that she wasn't, because the person who tried to kick her would have ended up probably kicking my daughter, and then what happens? More violence.
And the perp, the suspect that did this, do you know what precinct he was taken to?
I believe it's the 13th precinct.
13th precinct,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
And do you know if he's still there or?
They called earlier, so I believe that because a detective had called my wife to speak to her about 2 hours ago, so around 5 o'clock, so I'm assuming that they're still there.
So what time exactly did this happen at?
It all started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The video was filmed at like 10 after 1. I didn't happen to be here. I was working, but my wife called me to let me know what had transpired.
And was the camera, did this happen over here or did this happen further into the station?
Once they kicked them out of the station, they moved about 30 boxes, and this is where they always seem to come and reside.
Right. And look, I see, is that what I think it is, a condom?
Yeah, who knows?
Oh my God, that's disgusting, guys.
It's never ending.
Yeah, I can see it's nasty over here. So one of the cameras from the bank maybe had caught it, but there's no cameras here.
No cameras, and we've asked Chase to get involved, Chase Bank, and they're doing absolutely nothing. The bank manager has been a little bit helpful. He's said that he's reported it on occasion, but Chase themselves are doing absolutely nothing to take care of the situation.
What would you like to say to Eric Botcher? We don't want to turn this into obviously, but Eric Botcher is the person that's responsible for this area, along with community board. I think it's 3 or 4, right?
I'm not absolutely certain, but Eric Botcher, we really need something done. We need this subway exit closed down. It does nothing but lead to drug use. I've come across people having sex in the subway. It's terrible, and it really is just a complete harm to not only the people who live here, but the people who have to commute through here as well. It's just terrible.
And would you, obviously, I know your wife is traumatized by this. Anyone would be. I know. And thank God there wasn't a needle, because they use needles.
We've collected hundreds of needles. I come out here, and I live on this block, and I've come out here with my own trash can and broom to clean up the sidewalks. I've collected hundreds of needles. It's unbelievable to me that we have to live here. I leave a tissue on the front of my building if my super doesn't clean it. We get a $250 fine, and these people are allowed to destroy this beautiful neighborhood that we lived in and not have any ramifications whatsoever.
And as you know, Passengers United, I've reached out to the head of safety for the MTA. I know they installed a camera down there, a live camera. But then the question is, why isn't the NYPD monitoring the camera? And you would think that there would be a patrol here at least every 2 hours or so, where the cops would come and do a sweep, because this is a liability, but somebody could get killed here. And we've also heard from our sources who are MTA employees who use this entrance, who've told me that they cannot, some of them have also had issues as well.
Everyone's fearful of using the exit. So why have it? If you're fearful of using it and it does nothing but cause incidents and problems in the neighborhood, then what's the use of having it? And if the police aren't going to do anything, but after having a live camera installed, we are beginning to feel hopeless. You guys, Passengers United has been amazing. You guys have led to it being cleaned up as much as we possibly can, but we need more help. Eric Botcher, you really need to do something.
Yeah, and I think now it's time to get the police commissioner involved. I think we're going to have a press conference here to shake things up and close this entrance. Guys, this entrance is a death trap, a liability, and it's not only bad for the employees and the passengers, but my fear is one of the drug users could actually be stabbed here, and nobody would find the body till a couple of hours later, because we saw what happened at West 4th Street when the guy was lying at the edge of the platform. This is a recipe for disaster right here. And I did speak to FIT. I know I came here 3 months ago. I spoke to the security at FIT. FIT told me the same thing, that their peace officers try to go downstairs on their property. And on that side, it's not too bad, as far as I've been told.
Because they have more security just because FIT is able to employ it. But on this side, they just come here and it's a free will to do whatever they want. It's just insane. And the fact, like I said, that all the businesses here have called, everyone is called. We've used the 311 app. Okay. Everybody, the 311 app. All the small stores here have come called and complained. We used the 311 app, and all it says is they don't find an encampment and that they've come by and they do absolutely nothing. It takes my wife being hit with a bottle and then kicked in order for the police to come 45 minutes later and
That's
take
unacceptable.
Any sort of,
so when your wife, did she make a 911 call or did she go to the station agent?
She made a 911 call because she was freaked out and wanted to get back in the house. So
got it. So she didn't even want to come downstairs.
No, she didn't want to come out because she didn't want them, because they're just chronic. They're here all the time. She didn't want them to even see who she was because she was fearful.
And
my wife shouldn't have to live in fear of doing this.
Right, and the PM clerk that's here, guys, I didn't feel too confident with him. You know, when I spoke to him about what was going on here, he seemed to be incoherent. Like, and that's not. We need another station agent here, guys. And I hate to put transit on the bus, you know, especially the frontline employees. But I think that's part of the reason too. You need somebody here because they have a video console in the booth. That's my understanding. So they should be able to monitor this entrance. And I'm going to confirm that now as well. But obviously this is a disgrace. This used to be such a nice area. I mean, don't get me wrong. This area has always had, you know, club goers, party goers, and issues like that. But not to this extreme where people cannot, you know, live their lives and go down the stairs, and nobody should be assaulted like that.
No, and this area has become so much more residential. There's small children up and down this block now. The students FIT have just come back into school. Why should anyone have to spend this kind of money in a city that we all love and have to deal with this nonsense?
So in terms of Chase, so have there been any robberies or assaults on this block that you know of in the last, I would say, week or 2 weeks?
I mean, I don't know of anything in the last 2 weeks, but I know since we've been kind of fighting this fight, and Passenger United has been unbelievable in helping us. Since we've started, there's been multiple assaults, there's been multiple robberies in the neighborhood. It's just gotten gotten out of control. There needs to be more patrols. There needs to be these exits shut down so nobody uses them for illicit purposes like drug use and sex and God knows what, sleeping. You know, I know that the homeless need to be helped, but this is not helping. It's just harming them, and it's just making a terrible neighborhood and a terrible living experience.
And do you feel you need the guardian angels here as well to patrol this?
At this point, we'll take any help we can. I think that Curtis Siwa does an amazing job, and I think that would be a benefit for us to have him here as well.
So I think, guys, I'm gonna have to call Curtis because I've been doing a lot of things with Curtis, and we'll have to have him here as well. Did you want to take me downstairs if you don't mind, or you're still shaken up?
Sure, no, I can take you down.
Okay, sure. And guys, let's hope nothing happens. We have it there, and you see how busy it is on that side. It's busy on their side. But this is the entrance. Oh my god, that is disgusting, guys. I don't even want to know what that is. Oh my god, is that like throw up?
Who knows? It could be so many different substances. I mean,
look at this. Unacceptable, guys.
Feces, a pile of feces.
This is bad. This is shameful. Babe, look at there's feces there too.
Everywhere. It's absolutely disgusting and terrifying.
Yeah, this is bad, guys. They gotta clean this up, guys. This is not safe. This is bad.
There's someone just using the exit as an entrance.
Yeah, I see that.
It's every day, all day long. Everyone knows that this entrance can be used as a free way to get onto the subway.
Oh my
it's
god.
Awful.
This is bad, guys. Our elected officials need to do something. Let's get out of here, because I don't want to get sick.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, this is bad, guys. This is shameful. We've got to get this entrance closed. Look at this. This is not safe, guys. We've got to get this entrance closed. So we're gonna have to do a press conference here, embarrass all the electeds, and get it closed. I hate to be this way. We've given them over a year to get their act together. They haven't gotten it together. Close it down. That's it. Simple as that. This is Passengers United. I'm with Robert. Robert, thank you so much.
Thanks for
and
coming by.
I'm so sorry to come here under these circumstances. Hopefully, when the entrance is closed, if it's closed, that'll be some relief for you and the people in the community.
100%. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. And again, we're going to do the best we can, guys. But working with the MTA, you know how bad it is. Nothing's guaranteed. I won't be surprised if somebody gets killed here and then they close the entrance.
Yeah.
Because that's how the MTA operates. So this is Passengers United. Thank you. So what exactly do you need, Chase? Because this is Chase's property. Do you think Chase should put up a camera, a big surveillance camera here?
They should 100% put a surveillance camera up there, and there should be more responsibility for the area that is surrounding the building. I'm sure they're making millions of dollars. A couple of thousands of dollars to install a camera for them would be nothing, but could be everything for the community and to make this a safer neighborhood.
And
Thanks for watching. To stay up to date with Passengers United, please subscribe and follow us on social media. Learn more about us at passengersunited.org.